Michael, your first starring role, Back to the Future, were you surprised by the impact the film had had?
Yeah, I was surprised. Well, I expected the film to do well, and when I say do well, I mean, you know, make a profit or whatever, would satisfy the studios because of the people associated with it, Steven and whatnot. But for it to come out and do as well as it did, I mean, I don't even look at the totals anymore. It's scary.
Breathtaking they are, I tell you.
It's frightening. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to add it up, and I'm almost as glad I don't have to add it up as I am sorry that I don't get to keep it, you know.
I bet. It can't have made too much difference to your own personal fame, because you're very well known in America with your TV series, Family Ties, aren't you?
Right. Well, it's funny. It has it amazes me because a television show, when it's popular, is seen by, I don't know, 50 million people or whatever a week. A greater number of people than will ever see most movies. I mean, I think that more people see Family Ties in a night than see Jaws, will or have seen Jaws. Our producer told me that once. So you wouldn't expect it to make that much difference. Yet when you come out with a film like Back to the Future, all of a sudden it just quadruples the amount of attention you get. And I don't really understand it, but I can't honestly say that I don't like it.
Now, you replaced Eric Stoltz eventually in the role of Marty McFly. How did you feel about that? I mean, presumably you were quite pleased to get the part.
Well, I had a lot of feelings. I had real mixed emotions about it. It is, in my way of thinking, the actor's nightmare to start a project and for something to happen and to have to leave it under whatever circumstance. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. But as I talked to Steven and Bob Zemeckis and whatnot, I found it was a very mutual thing, and they were very compassionate and very understanding in the way that they dealt with him. And when I understood that after talking to them, they weren't saying, well, you know, dump this guy and you'll come in or whatever. It was just, they spoke very highly of Eric, and that impressed me. And that made it an easier thing for me to step into.
What do you think of Steven Spielberg now?
I think he's great. I named one wing of my house after him. No,
he needs that?
Yeah. No, I think he's a terrific man, a terrific filmmaker, and he is. One thing, the thing that strikes you most about him is being in his situation. He could be a Louis B. Mayer or whatever, the stereotypical mogul or whatever. He's not. He's an artist and a filmmaker and a man who likes to be surrounded with creative people, Bob Zemeckis, people like that, and give them the room to exercise their own creativity. And so he's not to make films first, buck second, and to treat people accordingly.
You had one hell of a workload when you were making this film, didn't you? Because you were making a TV series at the same time.
Right.
How do you cope with that?
Well, it was tough doing both at the same time. But on the other hand, I kind of, when you take a challenge, when you take on something, you say you're going to do it, you have to do it.
Yeah.
And in the course of doing it, sitting back and saying, oh, geez, boy, I'm tired, I'm bushed, is not going to do you a whole lot of good. Second of all, when you have a job that you love, you know, you show up for work and you're excited about doing it. And getting on with the business of doing it. And with me, that just happened twice a day. You know, it happened in the morning, and then it happened at night.
Did you sleep?
A little bit. I slept about 4 or 5 hours a night. I'd have drivers come pick me up in the morning and bring me in at night. Sometimes they'd carry me in and dump me on my bed at night. So there were a lot of people who made life easy for me and went out of their way to be understanding during that time.
Well, finally, Michael, here we are at this royal premiere. A huge, great crowd standing behind us now as we talk.
I'm not nervous at all.
What do you make of an occasion like this?
It's wonderfully exciting. I mean, it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. If indeed it is only once in a lifetime for me, I'll die satisfied.